Hi guys, come on in, say hi, let us know where you're watching from. My name is Liz with the Crafty Queens, and we are gonna get started here in just a second. I'm gonna pull up comments so I can see. And we're gonna make a pretty makeover, a pretty Dollar Tree frame today. I have not found any more since I found the one oval and the one square the one time at my Dollar Tree. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I need to refresh. All right, while that's loading, let's get us some distilled water going. Here he is. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna put some of this in here real quick because I keep needing it. Oh gosh. Ooh, I got lucky there. And I keep having to open the bottle. Hello, Miss Tracy. Miss Mary's here. Good morning. How's everybody's week going so far? So we're gonna make over an adorable Dollar Tree frame. Like I said, I found one oval and one square, and I have looked ever since I found those two and have not found more. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's our Craft on the Clock shirt. Got all the pretty colors in it. Good morning, Miss Shannon. I'm good. How are you? I think I'm good. Lois, how are you? I keep having, I might have to step away and blow my nose, but I think I'm good. I think the allergies are starting to catch up. Good morning, Miss Deborah. It better be allergies. That's all I got to say. Okay, guys, so we're going to make this over. And if I find any more of these, I swear I'm going to grab the whole stinking box. I should get on their website and just grab a box of them, huh? There's an idea. So, I'm leaning towards crackling. Okay, clear crackling. Therefore, I think I need to start with this today and then focus on the frame while it cools. And don't mind that throwing. Good morning, Miss Terry. And then that way when we can come back to it. So we're gonna use some beautiful little pieces of paper, really. We got some thicker paper. It's double-sided, came from a book. We have some of these little prints that came from Amazon. The book was from Joann's or Hobby Lobby. You're doing good. We have a typewriter. I thought it went really well with like the lettering. And then we have some handwritten letter, okay? So we're gonna make a cute little thumb, but I kind of wanted to crackle the background except him. Okay, so what I need to do then is I need to get these three pieces on hither so we can get that done. Hello, Miss Carol, how are you? Okay, so I kind of want to scuff this up a little. Grab my gator, and we're going to use this brand for the first, well, no, I've used folk art before, just not this color. We're going to use this color for the first time that we got the other day. So we're going to rough this up. Sand sponge would work, and if you're really desperate, a nail file would work. It'd just take you a minute longer. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you? Miss Pat's here. Good morning, girl. I loved your little stamping project this morning. Okay. All right. So, make sure I don't have no boogers on my thing from yesterday's thing. Y'all know I don't do nights, right? I'm in bed by like 8:31 p.m. That's what people are doing, ordering by the box. Yeah, I found, like I said, I found the one square, the one oval, and then nothing. Because I thought I was the last to get it, but everybody else was like, no, girl, I haven't been able to find them either. So I was going to get a bunch, you know, and have them. And that way we could send them out. Okay, hold on one second. But no, it ain't happening. I am going to start by doing it this way. Okay, let's see. Did we do it? I think we did it. Okay. Ooh, there we go. All right, that gets us a lot closer to what in the heckin' doodles we need. And then I'm gonna use some Mod Podge. Good morning, Leanne. Miss Jody's here. Hello, how are you? And I don't think I need that today. I've been liking these for my Mod Podge. Ooh. I've been liking those. What are these? Fan brushes? And let's see. Now you can do clear crackle a couple different ways that I know of, probably more. You can do it with polycrylic, water-based polycrylic. Water-based if you don't want it to yellow. Oil-based if you don't mind if it yellows. And I think it would act the same, I believe. However, you could also, and then you would put either white glue or Mod Podge in between that. But you could also use what we're gonna try today, which is our Pentart Fine Line Crackle. We've used it a few times in the past. If you haven't used it, we'll try that today. Okay, I don't think it matters what way is up and down right now, so we're just gonna throw it on here. And make sure we got it everywhere. Has anybody watched the Gorge movie? We watched that the other night. It was awesome. Good morning, Andrea Ankrum. How are you? Order online. Are you talking about for the frames? Hello, Kelly. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Joanna's, stop, Deborah. Are you sure? What? That's my sister, you guys. Good morning, Lynn. How are your life's been a little busy to take John to a follow. Oh, okay, Miss Gina. I hope everything goes well. My honey has an appointment today at 3 o'clock to check his back out. He's been to the chiropractor, to physical therapy, and then got an MRI, and they said, okay, we're going to send you to the neurosurgeon. And he goes, why? I ain't getting no surgery. I said, sir, if you need surgery, you shall be getting it. Good morning, Miss April. Thank you for dealing the queens. I think I got this on here pretty good, guys. This is a pretty thick paper. This paper is actually textured with the letters, and I love it. Seen it yet, but I do plan. The Gorge, it was good. It was good. I liked it a lot. Let's see. Okay. Now let's just trim up anywhere that we didn't get perfect. I think that's pretty much good. Right here I see a spot. I hear the sun. The sun is up. Hello, Melanie. How are you, girl? Pretty sure I've been calling you Mel, girl. I hope you haven't been offended. I know sometimes people call me things that I don't go by, and I'm like, I didn't hear you. One time I was working at Olive Garden, and I walked right by my manager's face like 7 times with hot food, and he kept calling me Betty, and I had no idea. I had just started. I had no idea he was talking to me. So he pulls me to the side at the end of my shift, and he goes, are we gonna have a problem? I must have had that face. Good morning, Jamie. How are you, girl? Thank you for sprinkling. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I called your name 700 times. You didn't look at me. I said, well, what'd you call me? Because I thought maybe he was calling me Elizabeth, because everybody calls me Liz. He said, Betty. I was like, well, I've never been called Betty in my life. I'm so sorry. I was like 18, 19 years old then, so I was sorry. Now I look back and I'm like, sir, shut your face. Hold on a second. I gotta find something. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna put a typewriter and a piece of like hand scribble, okay? Hello, Miss Carol. You hear the sun? Did you say that? You hear the sun? Eliza, yeah. At Bowling League, only Eliza fits. I don't know why Cody just doesn't put Liz in, but he's special. So Elizabeth doesn't fit. So at bowling, only Eliza shows up, and my sister took it upon herself. I love Joann's. Big Lots. I heard about Big Lots because I have a girlfriend that works there. Oh yeah, this week is the week. Okay, let me get this on. Quit distracting me. Hold on. I'm getting all the tea. And I need to focus. Okay, so we're putting a typewriter down here because I thought these letters kind of looked typewritten. Is that a thing? Hello, sweet Mary. Yeah, I knew about the Big Lots. I did not know about the Joann's, though. We actually have a Joann's like 20 minutes from here. We probably have more than that, but I know of two. One west and one east. Okay. So we're going to do that there. Good morning, Miss Tammy. How are you? You love Big Lots? I haven't been in forever, but I used to go all the time when I lived right by one. I actually, I was a single mom, okay? So, I used to get my couches from there. Like, I used to get my couches from there. I still have a blanket from there that I've had at least 12 years because my husband moved in 12 years ago and tried to steal it. And I was like, oh no, this is where we're going to break up. Okay, now wait. I want him to be like on top of the crackle, so I'm gonna wait on him. Okay, that Joann's is staying. Okay, good. The only one in Central Ohio to stay open. Which one? The one in Newark or the one in where do I go? There's one in Newark. Hold on, I thought of another one too. Newark, it's by Finders Keepers, and then Morse Road. Which one is staying open? Probably Morse Road because it's by the big city. It's by the big city. Yeah, I had a teacher that called me something. Heath is staying open. Okay. Good morning, Miss Mary. Sister's name and got mad at me for not answering. Joann's open until May. Oh, yes. I'll do that too. Yeah. Okay, so I won't go to the one in Heath. I'll go to the one over on Morse to get the deals. Yesterday I went to Michael's. Did you stop? I need to go into a Michael's, but I'm scared I'll never come out. Sure going to Miss Joann's. Yeah. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Okay. Okay, now hang on a minute here. We're using component 1. Now, have I done this in a year? No. Hold on one second. That is not English at all. We're going to throw this on here and hope for the best. All of them. It was announced yesterday. Oh, no. Not all of them. Hold on. Oh, my God. Can I even open it? We might be doing the polyacrylic. You love Joann's? I've been there a couple times. I got my favorite greenery there. I'm not in the area enough to go all the time. I have a Dollar Tree 8 minutes away. And then I do go into Walmart a lot for like paint and stuff, so I probably get my stuff there more than I do like a fabric or a craft store. Okay, we're gonna use a clean doohickey and we are gonna get out the component 1. I'm assuming I put this on, dry it. It's been a while, guys. I don't know. I put this on, I probably let it dry, and then I put component 2 on is my guess. You like how I'm teaching you, or are you teaching me here? I don't know. You guys have all hopefully probably done this before. Okay. And I don't like the big, or I shouldn't say I don't like. I like the big crackle on bigger projects, but I like the smaller crackle on smaller. So what I typically do is small strokes so that by the time everything's said and done, that's what it looks like. Okay, and a bunch of times Holtz ink oxides for $7. I am still using the first ones I ever bought. I bought like a Tim Holtz, I don't know, package. It came with the spray, the drops, and then like 4 oxide pads. And I bought that to try out his stuff because everybody said it was good. And I still am using it. I think I might be out of the spray now, but everything else, and I've used this color to death. I don't know how it's still hanging on. Because goes on everything. Nope, it's not this one. It's the Ground Espresso. That goes on everything. It's like a grayish brown color. Okay. All right, and then let me make sure I don't have any puddles. Hopefully we're good. I don't want to mess this up. I should probably not do this. All right, so let me set this to the side. You go there, you go there. Fine crackle. New crafter here. Well, welcome, Miss Deborah May Hale. This is Pent Art. I gotta clean that top off. This is Pent Art Fine Line Crackle Varnish is what it's called. So you use component 1, and then I'm guessing we let this dry, and then we use component 2 and we let that dry, and then we go in with wax and fill in the cracks so that you can see through the crackle. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side, I think. Let me dry it. That is still $29.99. What is? Holy crap. The package that I was talking about. And if it doesn't work, guys, it'll be sealed really well. But I think this is how I remember doing it. I haven't used this, Deborah, okay? So I haven't used it in like a year. And the instructions are not in English. Oh yeah, it is. User guide attached. Where's that at now? Fine Line Crackle Varnish. That's all they have in English. And then they have four other languages. HUPLRO and SK, whatever those mean. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome. I explained what I could, and we'll figure out the rest together. And I do have other projects where I had just read the instructions before I threw them away. And those projects turned out great. So I can always send you those too. Alright. So now let's get our first layer. I got it mostly dried. I'm yelling. Yes, Miss April. Yes, girl. So component 1's on there. I'm gonna let that finish drying. You can see I kind of have some puddles. We'll see how that turns out. And I'm gonna let that finish drying. We're gonna get a layer of paint on this, and then we're gonna circle back to component 2 for that, okay? Because then component 2 needs to dry and cool so that we could do the wax. I'm just gonna rough this up a little bit. It's plastic, it's soft. Ooh, sorry if I shook you. And roughing it up will help our chalk paint stick a little better. Using chalk paint instead of acrylic paint, we'll have to do less coats. The coverage is good. Now, I've never used this brown though. I've used this brand, I know it's good, but I've never used the brown color, so I hope it's good. It's just brown, so I don't know how they could mess that up, right? I don't know how picky I am really about my brown. Okay. So we're going to use this Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint. And this one is the color Java. And we have a craft store that's closing in our area. It's not like a corporation. I don't even know if they have more than one location. I think it's just called Mid-Ohio or, oh, thank you, Miss Lois. Midwest or something. Crafts and Hobbies. I don't even know what the name of the store is. It's so generic that I don't remember. But it's something like I think it has the word Midwest in it. Because I remember thinking like, oh, they either have one location or only in the Midwest. All right, we're going to take this off. You get off of me, please, and thank you. And then I can see that it's a little separated in the top. So I'm gonna put the lid on, and I'm just gonna kind of, good morning, Miss Debbie, how are you? Just gonna kind of turn it a little bit and kind of shake it. Somebody told me not to shake this years ago. I don't know if they were messing with me or what, but now I'm scared to shake it. Okay, so that way it's a little more mixed up. Then we're gonna grab a brush, and I'm going to do this one, and we are going to throw our paint on here. We got a lot of detail in this frame, and we really, it's not gonna matter if you have a tiny bit of gold showing, but it may not be the same gold that our Rub and Buff is. So I'm gonna try to cover it all. I'm gonna try. From Open Heart Surgery. Oh my goodness, Linda, you're from Michigan? I'm in Ohio, girl. We're basically neighbors. And I'm not a football fan, so I'm a friendly neighbor. A friendly neighbor. I think it was spring a couple years ago. I kept making blue and yellow things, and my husband was like, why do you keep making Michigan colored stuff? And I'm like, I was just thinking blue and yellow looked pretty together. He's like, that can't stay here, lady. And then he forgot all about it. Because my stuff didn't go nowhere. Okay. Just getting one good coat on here. This is not as thick as Waverly. I can feel that right away. I don't know if that's good or bad yet, because Waverly, once it gets older, like if you don't use it quickly, that can kind of turn into not a great thing. It can turn into a frustrating thing. So let's give this coat a dry and see where we're at. Hello from Iowa. How are you, Mary Lou? Okay. Hello, Robin. You're missing paint on the inside. Oh, yeah, I am. A big hunk. Okay. We'll get that. Now let me check the outside. Got a little bit of a thing from there, too. Okay. Let's see if I can find a soft brush. I'm going to use this. Thank you, Terry. Looking out, girl. Okay. I think I got it good and dry. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna quit yelling. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go on the inside here. Ooh, that plastic do get hot. Woo. Okay. That needs wash. I don't know where we have to. I think all of our silicone spatulas need washed. Put a second layer on here. And hello, Bridget. How are you, girl? From Jaden and Ivan. How are you guys doing? Jaden, I need to buy, you need to send me, Jaden is an author, y'all. She writes children's books. And she's either 19 or 20 now. How old are you now? And she's amazing. So you need to send me the link to buy your second book. She just came out with her second book. Or is it done yet? Is it out of illustration? Good morning, Liz and friends. Yay, you're catching up, Diane. So glad to have you, girl. Okay, so now I'm doing a second coat. I'm just trying to get in all the places almost. She wrote a little children. Now I don't know about the second one. I haven't read it yet, but she wrote a little children's book about baseball, and absolutely precious. She played softball basically her whole life. And don't you good on her way to the gym. 20 next month. Okay, 20th of next month is when it comes out. Okay. Whenever it comes out, send me your link. but she played softball her whole life and did beauty queen pageants. I don't know what y'all call them these days, but that's what I always say. I'm sure, I feel like that's not right. Okay, let's turn this. We got a couple streaks, so I'm just putting on a second coat here. That'll help us. I'm using a softer brush too. Hopefully that'll help us. Put my hands like this. Java Brown is one of my favorites, but folk art paint always needs 2 coats. Okay, good to know. I know I've used it before. I don't remember which colors, so I can't really pinpoint a project or a time I had with it, good or bad. But I knew I recognized the name. It is definitely different. It's, yeah, it's definitely different. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I do like the color. This is like a rich chocolatey brown. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. Mia and the Great Pageant came out. Oh, so she did a pageant one too. So the baseball one and a pageant one. Yeah, that's right, Miss Jamie. Great Pageant came out 2 days ago. Yay! She writes and her girlfriend illustrates. I'll be 20 next month, okay? Don't send me no link for your 20th party, okay, girl? If you have a link, you can put it in the comments here. I don't think it will be removed. And anybody that would want to support her could. Good morning, Miss Stacy Ann. I love this brown. Okay, I might be sold. Hold on. How are we doing on time? Doing good. I can't believe you're going to be 20 years old. Not many people can say they wrote 2 books by 20. Pretty cool. When you're rich and famous, I'll be screaming at my TV like the elf, like Will Ferrell, and I'll be like, I know her. Okay. I think that's pretty good, you guys. And we got most of, we got most of the gold covered, but we are going to use, hold on, I gotta figure out my life. We are going to use, so a little bit of gold is still shown through, but I'm going to use Rub and Buff, so I don't really care that much. Now we're going to switch, because remember, we're still working on this. I think that's pretty good and dry. So we're going to put on, I need a 10th brush, so that I can put on the component number 2. Okay, now this one is thicky. So this is Fine Line, what is it called? Pintart Fine Line Crackle Varnish, component number 2. We already did one and let it dry. Now remember, I haven't used this in a minute. So we're gonna see here. And if it works, that's great. I don't know if this stuff expires or not. I used it last year a couple times and it worked fabulous. So I know that the product is good. Let's see, you too, Green Pasture Daily. I'll have to check that page out. That brown isn't that beautiful? That is really gorgeous. I do like that brown. I'm sold on the color, that's for sure. And it took 2 coats, and sometimes Waverly does too. I just noticed that it was thinner as I was applying it, you know, how you can feel it. And I was worried for a hot second, but then I was fine. I don't, Shannon, it's my best guess. No, I try to grab a soft brush when I'm doing crackle. I do try to grab a soft brush. But I really love fan brushes for things like this. So if I have those are pretty soft normally, and I'll use that. but I've already used them all for everything else today. Let me put this on low. Aw, good morning, Lynn. How are you, girl? So far, we have painted this with a Java brown. Very beautiful. And then we're trying this, but it is like a year old, and I don't know how well it'll work. So we're going to try the Fine Line Crackle and see if we can get a good crackle on this project. If not, it'll be shiny, okay? And then we are going to add our little dude that looks like he's about to ask a little chick out on a date. We're going to add him to the center of our image here. And we're going to rub and buff our frame. And I think, since it's a little guy, I wasn't trying to make it super pretty, you know? Okay, so I got that started drying. Now we're gonna set that to the side. Isn't that gorgeous? I can't wait to see it done. Okay, now we're gonna set that to the side so it can finish doing its thing. And we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna grab this. This is my favorite Rub and Buff. I've also have the silver one, which I love too. But they have a lot of different golds. I like the antique gold the best. That's just me. I like the vintagey look of it. And I'm going to use my finger because I kind of want to stay up on the details and not get down in. It goes a long way. You could use a brush too, just don't like dig it down in there. Because I really want to see all the pretty details. So that's why I used a dark color, and then I'm going to use this. How are we doing? 15 minutes. We can do this. Okay. And see how when you just rub gently over top, it just starts to bring out the beautiful detail of the frame. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna throw some on my corners because I have some left, and why not? This is gonna be part of a gallery wall, so you'll kind of be able to see some things on the side. How we doing? I love it. Can't wait to see. Don't spill your brown on your table. Yeah, let's not do that, shall we? Shall we not? Okay, so I'm just kind of putting that, and it's not perfect. You can absolutely use a brush and make it look better, but I kind of like that vintagey, rough, I guess rustic look. Okay. I think I already did this side. Now I'm just going to put whatever's left in the center here. Okay, so now we've got a beautiful, guys, that's gorgeous, right? Oh, I love it. Let's close this before I hurt myself, shall we? Good morning, Diane. How are you? All right, how we doing? I probably missed 754 people. But if I have any questions, I will definitely answer them after the live, for sure. For sure. Okay, so I think that's gonna go really nicely with this situation here. Okay, now let's see how we are here. I'm gonna touch it in the corner. Okay, all right. I'm scared, so I'm gonna lightly try it real quick. Medium you were going to concentrate on. What medium you were going to concentrate on? Lynn, good morning, or thank you. Good morning. Lynn's been here, y'all. I love it. Can't wait to see. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. All right, let's see. I think this is good. We're going to get out our wax. Now, I think I'm going to use brown wax. There's black in here, but there's brown on the frame, and that might kind of tie it together, you know? And I do pray that this works so y'all can see it, because it's so pretty when it works. So what did I say, brown? I think I'm going to do brown wax. I have clear, brown, and black waxes. This is by far my favorite brand that I've tried out of 3. I haven't tried many, but it's the Behr brand wax. That's Home Depot's brand, and it's called Decorative Finishing Wax, and it's in the color Dark Antique, which is brown. It ain't pretty, but it's ours. And so I'm gonna throw that there, and then I thought I saw one more soft brush. And I do want something soft in case this is still kind of gummy underneath all those layers of things that we put on here. I want a soft brush because I just want this to set in the top. And then when I blend it, it'll go into the cracks. Okay. How are we doing? I'm scared. Yes, Miss Diane. I think I'm coming to some conclusions. Now, this is going to look really bad before it looks good. So no judging yet. I think I'm getting there. I do have a lot of thrift flips, or like, I guess a lot of thrift finds that I've wanted to flip that I have over here. I love painting. So I think I'm going to start, because if somebody wasn't here yesterday, what she's talking about is I want to kind of niche down a little bit, because I'm getting a little overwhelmed with how many different types of crafts there are. And at first I was super excited because I'm a new crafter. I've been crafting for like 3 years now, but mostly everybody comes out of the womb crafting. So that's considered new. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first put it on, right? It looks terrible. And yes, and so what I have decided was that my craft room is too much, and I want to niche down so that I can pick 1 or 2 things to do regularly and get really good at 1 or 2 things, and then maybe move on if I get sick of that later, right? Because what's happening right now is I have too many things going on in this craft room. Good morning, Miss Brenda. It worked, y'all. It worked. Okay, now what that's gonna do, the dry paper towel is just gonna lift up any excess off of your flat surface, and while you're blending it, the wax will fall into those cracks that you made with component 1 and 2. Okay, are you with me? Look at this, y'all. Look at it. Can you guys see it on the camera? I pray that you can. It's so beautiful. Okay, hopefully y'all saw that. I'm gonna get my little guy on here because I only have 9 minutes. I'm gonna get my guy on here. Here's my Mod Podge brush. Were you able to see? There's a super delay. Oh, I think you guys could see. Okay. All right, now let's see here. He's got red on. He's sticking out. He's our little ham. I'm gonna find a clean spot here. So I think I'm gonna start, Diane, with some thrift flips and some painting. That's what I'm gonna start with. Because I've got people, you guys, that'll donate me like a box full of yarn, is a good example. And I keep giving it to the school because they keep posting for it and they need it. And I don't use it fast enough. You know what I mean? So I don't need totes of yarn. Okay, look at that. It pops. It pops. Okay, now let's get this in here and take a look at them. Now, hang on. Is there an up and a down? I don't think so. I don't think it matters. Okay. We're going to put him in here. Okay. You stay there, sir. And then we're going to put... So yeah, I need to work on a lot of different skills. I was using the example yesterday, like a jack of all trades, but a master of none is how I kind of feel. Like I've tried a lot of things. There's still tons I haven't tried though. And I get excited about trying them, but I need to get really good at one or two skills before I move on is kind of where I'm at. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look guys, look at it. Just look at it. Super vintage, I love it. I think that's adorable. Okay, let's see. I was getting all this together and I kicked my polyacrylic because it wasn't up on the shelf like it was supposed to be. I must have set it down and I was like, ooh, and it gave me the idea to like crackle, but then I'm like, but he's in red and he's all beautiful and he needs to pop. So I was hoping it would all work. Isn't that good, Gail? Hello, Miss Iona. Thank you, Lynn. Super. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at it. Just look at it. I don't, like I said, it's a guy. It's a little boy on here. So I didn't want to do like a whole bunch of girly things to it. But I think this looks good. And then Dollar Tree does put a thing back here for you. So you could use that to hang it or do a twine hanger, whatever you like. But I'll probably use this and either take that off or just do it that way. And that way this is going to go, there we go. It's going to hang with this and it's going to go on my gallery wall. Now, do I still have my little lady down here, my oval lady? I don't think so. She might already be, I don't think she's sold, but I don't see her. So she might be upstairs somewhere. But anyhow, you guys remember the cute little girl that I did that was carrying flowers and her frame was like white with waxes. So same concept, we did the whole thing white and then we tried to place the waxes down in the creases and then blend it all. Turned out really cute. Thank you, Carol. Thanks, Mary Lou. And so I'm gonna have them both in our gallery wall with our clay piece that we did, our clay piece that we did, and something else that I did. But I'm excited because it's all gonna come together and it's all, I'm trying to make it all look vintagey because I don't want to pay for vintage prices, but I want to have the vintage look on this wall. So I might have some thrift flips over there like we were just talking about that we can do that will help too. Trying to think. I don't know where I put her, y'all. I don't want, but let me show you this too. So, and then I have a little tiny table, you guys. Hold on. Ooh. I have a little tiny table that's gonna go right under our gallery wall, and it's gonna have just a couple cutesies on it, okay? And this will be our little light for it. So that's our bottle that we did a few weeks ago, I feel like. And it's got cork lights in it. You guys might not be able to tell with the lights on, but it's got cork fairy lights in it. So there'll be a bunch of beautiful vintagey stuff, and then there'll be a little table. And I got these. I got to take this off gently so that I don't mess up the cover. But they'll be just like cute little things kind of sitting there on our table too as decor. Do you guys think that's a good deal for $2? I don't know, but I just thought these were darling. Such a sweet little cute book. I loved the images of it. And I bought it thinking I was going to rip it all up and use it for crafts, but they are in perfect condition. I can't do it. So they're going to sit there, and when some little cute kid comes over, they're gonna look at them or something. I don't know, but they're going to sit on my dag-nab table. I can tell you that much. So, and they'll be like under, and then there'll be some gallery pieces up. So we've got 3 pieces for our gallery arts, and I'm trying to stick with neutrals and metals for the most part, but you see like there's red here, right? The little girl has like pink flowers and like a yellow on her dress, so there it won't all be like bland, but for like the frames and stuff, that way if I get sick of looking at him, I can swap him out, right? And I had that book, this one, right? And I thought these were so sweet, and this is perfect for spring. Perfect. Now I gotta find more. The guy didn't even, we were at the flea market and the guy didn't even put them out yet, and he was taking them out of the box. I was like, are those sold? Which I knew he was taking them out of the box to put them on the thing. And he goes, no. And I said, how much are they? He said $2 a piece. And I said, can I have them, please, sir? I thought so too, Pat. So we got 3 pieces. We got our candle that didn't work out. That's now gonna go up on the wall. Our candle was gonna be like between this stuff, you know, and we were gonna have like 3 pillar, listen, we'll have to try that again. And then we'll have these. So I'm excited. I gotta find that oval. Cause I don't think it sold. I don't think I would have sold it because it was for this. But sometimes people ask and then I sell it because I'm like, I can make it again, or I can make something similar. Thank you, Miss Susan. So yeah, we got this all coming together, and it's all trying to be in the vintagey vibe. So I've got some thrift flips that maybe we'll paint directly on those, or do like add clay to them or texture somehow. We got a lot of different things. I got a couple metal and glass pieces that we'll set on our little table, but our table is super little. It can't be wider than this, honestly. So there's just gonna be a few little cutesy things like that. But I thought this would go good with the golds that are gonna be on our wall, and it's vintagey. And then I love this bottle, so that's going. I don't care. Weren't the original prices? Were they really? No, you gotta be kidding me. Dawn, are yours in really good shape? You could be a millionaire. That's crazy town. I remember when my son was born, I bought him all of the Dr. Seuss. We got on a monthly thing, guys, because I was crazy. He was early, at like 3 months early, and when he survived, they were like, he's going to be very delayed and everything. So I read that child 50 times a day. So we got on a monthly plan for all the Dr. Seuss's. And I thought there was another series too. And by the time he was like 2, he had a whole bookshelf. Whole bookshelf. Thank you, Mel. All right, you guys, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go see who's next on Craft on the Clock. And I will see you guys again as soon as I can. You guys have a good day.